This is a great time of the year for planting potatoes. These are certified seed potatoes from the garden center, and you want to keep that in mind because if you buy them in the supermarket, they've been treated with a growth retardant and you won't find the eyes on them. These are already, they're certified disease-free and the whole works. So there is an eye there and an eye there, and we can cut right between here. Now you'll notice, see right away, the moment I do that, see the moisture there on the cuts? So we want to let that sit for a while and do what's called callus over, kind of form a scab in other words. Now this is a variety called Yukon Gold, and I've already cut this one. In fact, I cut it several hours ago, and so you can see that it has calloused or formed the scab kind of over the top. There's the eyes. So all we need to do, potatoes are really easy to plant. All we really need to do is to make a hole in the soil here and plant them about 2 inches deep, like about so, and simply cover over. And hey, don't worry about fertilizer, don't worry about anything. Potatoes really do thrive on a rather poor soil. In fact, in Europe, at the turn of the century, they always planted the potatoes in an area where they were going to put a lawn or a vegetable garden. That was the first crop to go in because it would break up the soil and it would do really well in poor soil. So basically that's the same thing we can keep in mind here. So let me just quickly plant another one here. And this is a little bit larger. In this particular case, the eye is on this end. So what we'll do is just set the potato about 2 inches deep, like so. It's all done. There are so many different varieties. Keep in mind that some varieties are more resistant to scab than others. So that's probably, the thing that you should keep in mind. Look for the varieties that are scab resistant, and most of them are the russet type potatoes. Now, also, let's just take a minute, since we're talking about the vegetable garden, and talk a minute about the rhubarb. This is another great perennial vegetable to use in the garden. And I've already opened the package on this particular one. But basically, all you need to do to plant rhubarb in the garden, again, is to dig a hole. This one will take a little bit of nutrients if you can. And I've already mixed a little in this particular case, as you can see, already in with the soil. And then all we have to do is to set that right at ground level. See, right there where the new growth starts, that's ground level. And pull the good soil in and firm it down a little, and that rhubarb will just do exceptionally well. So great time to plant potatoes and rhubarb.